What up guys, today we are jumping into lethal with a under-leveled sniper, and I really want to get as much experience as I can to get as close to 20 as possible. Now, regardless, if we get through lethal with a artificer, marksman bolt carbine on I think at the moment here I am level 13. That is pretty low for lethal. I do not recommend jumping into higher difficulties unless you are close to level 25. It really depends on which perks you are really going to need for that difficulty. For example, Purification for Sniper. This is the perk that refills your contested health. You can get that very early. And the fact that you can get Purification so early on the perk list for Sniper really helps out the fact that you can be level 13 and jump into lethal, and as long as you have I do have a relic combat knife and a relic bolt pistol, so as long as you have an experienced grasp on the game, you can definitely make it through pretty deep on these operations. And honestly, I've been playing a lot of Sniper, and I've been using a lot of the marksman bolt carbine. I felt pretty confident in the fact that I was going to be able to not only get through the lethal operation, but possibly stack up a lot of damage. And Sniper is a great class right now. Now, this is obviously on console. This is our team perks for lethal, and we were looking pretty good, to be honest, as a team. We do have a heavy and a bulwark here. With Sniper, these are, you can make an argument, these are the top 3 classes in the game. As I'm making this on patch 6.2. But the marksman bolt carbine is definitely one of those weapons that it's not as good as taking out zone tropes as like the bolt carbine or the LF, but the marksman bolt carbine is a very very well-rounded weapon. It feels very versatile. So basically taking out some zone tropes isn't going to be that big of an issue, or at least getting some nice damage onto them. So basically, with the bolt carbine marksman, you definitely want to get a lot of headshots. You want to make sure you are clicking that trigger button as quick as possible. And now, right here with the team that we are working with, we have we're getting jumped on by majors right here, which is kind of rough, using camo to get purification. But yeah, okay, right here, this is where we should be, a little bit behind the heavy, letting the heavy get basically on the front line, and using the marksman bolt carbine in a way to get the majors into executionable status. And then I just genuinely think we had some really good team synergy here. We're able to take out this major in a pretty flashy way. But yeah, we have a lot of DPS on this team. So this Carnifex fight is going to be very interesting because we are obviously getting approached by a swarm here. But the Artificer Marksman Bolt Carbine is still a really good weapon. Get some headshots, get a good gun strike, you can get a good execution. However, the Marksman Bolt Carbine, what it is not, is, very ammo efficient. It doesn't have the most ammo. It probably could use a little bit of an ammo buff. Oh yeah, right there I was picking up my teammate. Definitely had to make sure I was camo for that. So this Carnifex definitely has some potential to be a pretty grueling fight because I do not have a lot of ammo on my main weapon. Now, I do have a relic bolt pistol, but I don't know if you have ever tried to fight a Carnifex with a bolt pistol before. It is pretty grueling. It can definitely take a lot of bullets to get a Carnifex into executionable status. And not to mention, we're trying our best here to just circle around the Carnifex. There, I should have been a little bit more patient on shooting those explosive barrels. Oh, but yes, you can see the bolt pistol doing actually like a pretty okay job at chipping down the Carnifex, the Carnifex health right there. Now, right there, I definitely could have used the camo for the contested health, but I opted into the stim pack just to heal myself a little bit, and then I knew I had camo just in case I needed that. And there's boxes. There are boxes right there, so I'm hoping I can pick up some ammo, but it is the armor boost, which isn't great. because I am definitely about to lose all of my ammo. The Carnifex is pretty low though. And with the Carnifex being this low, I was pretty confident. As long as I could get like a couple perfect dodges or something, it is perhaps possible to take down this enemy with, you know, just a few gun strikes. However, I still had a mag for the Marksman Bolt Carbine, and we were able to take out the Carnifex here. Now, that is a Artificer. That is a Artificer Purple Rarity Marksman Bolt Carbine. The damage that would have been acceptable with that weapon would have been headshots. However, like, honestly, the fact that I am putting in this much work with a underleveled sniper is something I was very happy with, because frankly put, I am just putting out enough damage to take out these zoanthropes, and we were pretty much getting hunted by zoanthropes this entire operation. There's a Biovore somewhere here. However, like, still, even if the Marksman Bolt Carbine isn't the best way to take out a zoanthrope, the sniper is still in a good spot to just get a good amount of range damage onto the zoanthrope. And yeah, I just had to basically, as a sniper, focus down some zoanthropes, and we were in a good spot to finish off this operation. And not to mention, we did have a heavy here who was putting out a lot of damage. As you will see, with that extremist elimination, it happened very fast. And now I should have thought a little bit quicker with that camo, but as I was walking and I noticed the contested health, I thought to myself, man, I'm not going to waste a stim for that. But then, obviously, purification. So that was the first time I've ever actually had a successful combo with the icon and purification with a random teammate. And I'm definitely going to keep a good eye for that one. But yeah, just to clarify, they drop the banner. I get healed. My contested health is healed from the invigorating icon. And then I healed my contested health with the purification perk from, from the sniper's camo. And now, even if my Marksman Bolt Carbine isn't doing enough damage, I still get really good gun strikes. And that's a big melta right there. Very stylish. They were just about to jump on me. But however, I will say the Marksman Bolt Carbine I have really grown to enjoy. Now, I will say this is definitely a little bit under-leveled for lethal. However, considering we do have the experience, we do have, the experience buff going on for, basically the rest of the month, I was pretty confident at the end of this I was going to be able to have a Relic Bolt Carbine. And then, as soon as I do that, I will grind it a bit to get it to max. I really want to see what the max Marksman Bolt Carbine is capable of in absolute. And I'm definitely confident that, especially after this operation, I'm going to be inching very close to being able to be max level for Sniper. And that is practically after maybe three operations because of the experience boost and the fact that I am jumping into these higher difficulty operations. Now, this is definitely a rough situation. We have a heavy teammate who is down, who had a mortal wound and didn't want to pick up a stim. Don't know what happened with that. However, the heavy, regardless of their confidence, still ends up going down. And they still put up a lot of damage in the operation. But still, in this moment, I figured to myself, wow, I definitely need to take out these zoanthropes, obviously. But I don't have a bolt sniper. It's not like I have a Relic Bolt Sniper or a Relic LF to just one-shot these zoanthropes. I have a Marksman Bolt Carbine that is Artificer, that is, at this point, that is punching up in this operation. And I felt like this was a great test for the Marksman Bolt Carbine, and I thought, I really think that it passed the test. I mean, at this point, especially since we were able to get through that situation, the Bulwark definitely did a lot to take care of the mobs, and I did my best to take care of the zoanthropes. Yeah, I definitely think the Marksman Bolt Carbine is going to be an incredibly strong weapon in the next patch, considering the perk reworks. And I still think it's an incredibly strong weapon at the moment. The Bolt Carbine has been through a couple buffs. The Melta definitely was big there. Getting the big gun strikes is also very important as Sniper. I find myself looking down the sight a lot with this weapon. So, you know, basically having the ability to reaction parry is definitely very clutch for a sniper who is trying to focus on headshots. However, I'm not saying you can't do both. You can definitely do both, but for now, I just wanted to kind of focus on the Marksman Bolt Carbine. And yes, I'm very happy with the weapon. I'm going to grind it for a little bit. I want to see what the max, you know, basically, I want to see what it looks like with all of the perks. A max leveled up Marksman Bolt Carbine. I'm definitely going to be interested in running that in Absolute. And yeah, I definitely will be jumping into Absolute as a level 25 sniper on console. It's going to be interesting. The more I use the Marksman Bolt Carbine, the more I'm confident that, you know what, I might be able to bring out the Bolt Sniper with the paddle. That is always something that's a little bit weird, is using the sniper with a, you know, with a paddle. The analog sticks, it's not going to work, you know. With the sniper, when you snipe on PC with the mouse, it just feels so much better than the analog sticks. However, I will say the aim assist for this game is actually pretty strong. So regardless, the more I practice my aim with the Marksman Bolt Carbine, because it does help me get a really nice fire rate. So yeah, I can just basically practice my aim with that weapon. And look at that range damage, 15,000. The heavy gets 20,000. But I still did a very good job at taking out the zone throws. And yes, look at this level up. Look how much experience that is. This is lethal. Oh man, that's nice. But yeah, the Marksman Bolt Carbine is a very fast weapon, so I definitely can get a lot of per shot practice with aiming at the heads. I am super excited to level up this weapon into Relic.